What's up, dudes? How's everyone doing? My name is Kevin.
What's up, guys? My name is Carlos, aka Krash from the Doods. This is my first time being on with Kevin, and I'm excited to show my actual reaction with these black cards because I haven't seen the new ones yet.
All right, cool. So we're gonna start off with the Trunks leader. It has an activate main once per turn. Choose one black card in your hand, send it to your warp. Draw two cards. Pretty good, pretty good. The Awaken is when your life is at 4 or less, or there are 5 or more Saiyan cards in your warp. You may draw one card, switch up to one of your energy to active mode, and flip this card over. What's your thoughts on this?
Yeah, I like it because you're able to start drawing. If you're going first, you're able to start drawing cards and filtering your hand already, so you don't have to wait for your attacking turn to draw cards. And also, you don't have to give your opponent cards by attacking them, so you could just not even attack for maybe the whole game if you have to, and just keep drawing your cards.
Yeah, which is really cool. It really sets up the Gogeta stuff as well.
Yeah, I mean it's kind of slower than like Vegeta Zeno, the leader does it,
Mm-hmm.
because it's only like once. But yeah, you also get to choose the cards that you send to the warp, so that's good.
Instead of blinding it every 5 cards.
Exactly.
And then we're gonna switch to the back.
This is SSG Trunks, Crimson Warrior, so it has blocker, which is interesting. This is like the second leader that has blocker. And with this card attacks, draw 2 cards, then choose one card in your hand and send it to the warp. This is similar to the green Paraga super combo, where you get to draw your cards first and then warp the card, so it gives you more options for the card that you get to warp. And he has an auto once per turn. When your opponent attacks a unison card, switch this card to active mode. And by the way that this reads, since it's an auto, it'll trigger the first time your opponent attacks the unison. So you don't get to choose which one you get to block. It'll automatically be the first one.
Which is good.
And then, yeah. You have an activate main once per turn, Spirit Boost 1. Place 2 black battle cards from your warp in their owner's drop area. Choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards and send it to its owner's warp. So that gives you removal from a leader, which is really good because you can always use your leader skill whenever you want to. You don't need to play a battle card or use energy. Well, you only have to use one energy, but you don't have to play like a battle card to remove your opponent's battle card. So that's good removal.
Mm-hmm. You just have to have the unison live.
Yeah, the unison.
And then we're gonna get to that right now. We're a Supreme Kai of Time opposing the Empire. It's a required 2 energy, black energy, unison. Do auto. If your leader card's a black Trunks Xeno card and it's your turn, when a battle card is played from your warp, draw a card and add a marker to this card. Pretty good. And then +1 if your leader card's a black Saiyan card, send it to 3 cards from the top of your deck to your warp.
Yeah, I actually like her because she's able to give you more draw power. So if you play the deck how it's supposed to be played, you're gonna be playing cards from your warp pretty often. And then once per turn, you're gonna be able to draw a card from her. And she gets a marker, so she's gonna get pretty beefy with the markers and give you a big hand size.
Being a required 2 black energy unison bad for you?
Not that it's bad, but you don't get, for example, if she was not specified, then you'd be able to play her with the Supreme Kai of Time, the tournament pack one,
Mm-hmm.
which is I'm pretty sure is something that Bandai doesn't want to do. So that's why they had to make her with the specified cost.
Which makes sense. It's a very strong unison for the deck.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna move on to one of the weaker cards. Son Gohan challenging a demon god.
Yeah, so he has blocker, and then when he's played, you can send up to 3 cards from the top of your deck to your warp. And then activate main for 1 black energy. If your leader card is a black Trunks Xeno, play this card from your warp. This one has a cool points going for him. So say you're going first with your leader, you can activate his skill, warp. You can warp him and draw 2 cards. And then you can automatically play him from your warp. So you have a 10k blocker. And then when he is played, you can send the top 3 cards from your deck to the warp, right?
Mm-hmm.
And if I'm pretty sure you're gonna play the unrelenting Assault Trunks in his deck, so you can warp 3 cards and you can probably hit a Trunks, and that Trunks will go to your hand. So you eventually got a lot of cards to your hand. You got a blocker. It's pretty good. It's not bad.
Yeah, and it really fuels the warp so that you could awaken early.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna move on to Son Goten challenging a demon god. When this card's played, send up to 3 cards from the top of your deck to your warp. Activate main if your card's a black Trunks Xeno card. Play this card from your warp. It's very similar to the previous Gohan card. However, it does have an activate battle. Once per turn, Spirit Boost 1. This card gains critical for the turn.
So the fact that it's an activate battle it's interesting because you can, like, if your opponent blocks or negates the attack, you don't have to waste your Spirit Boost on him.
Yeah, that's true. But that little extra was just interesting.
Yeah, the fact that they're 10k makes them like they're like less weak. They're weaker when your opponent is awakened.
That's true. So it really depends what you have in your which one you get to first.
But what I do like is that, for example, in the late game, if you need like one additional attacker, you can just play them out in your warp at will, and you know you can sometimes people go for a game with like 5k battle cards, so just playing one energy to play a 10k to go for a game, like it can come in handy.
That's for sure. And then we're gonna move on to another card that I'm pretty sure you like.
Oh yeah, Power Awaken. This card is so good. Alright, so he's a 5-drop, 4 specified black. He has Deflect, which is very important for black. Dual attack. And then if this card is removed from your battle area, remove it from the game instead. When this card attacks, place up to 3 battle cards from your warp into the owner's drop areas. And activate main for 2 black energy. If your leader card is black and there are 8 or more cards in your warp, play this card from your warp.
That's pretty good.
Yes. So this helps a lot of decks. So you can play it in pretty much any black deck and it'll help you out.
You just need to have the 8 or more cards in your warp. That's pretty much it.
Yeah. Which is pretty easy to do. Like Vegeta Zeno could do it pretty good. Like by turn 2 you already have like 10 in the warp possibly. You know, Vegeta can play this, the Supreme Kai, Demigra. Like there's a lot of good decks that can play this card.
And we just have to wait and see which deck could utilize it the best.
Exactly.
Then we have Demigra challenging a Demon God. It's an overwhelm 3. Auto, if your leader card is a Black Trunks Xeno only card. When a black battle card is played from your warp, this card gains a wormhole for the turn. And then auto, once per turn, when you activate Overwhelm, your opponent chooses one of their battle cards and send it to the owner's warp.
So these are okay to me. They're not like, they don't stand out.
They're cute.
Yeah.
That's basically it with those.
Yeah, I mean they're supposed to go in tandem with the SR, so you can like play out the SR, swing once, you put 3 back into your drop, then overwhelm for say the Migra, and then you can swing again with the Trunks, put another 3 back, and then you can use this as wormhole.
Which is cool, and it just says the black battle card has to be played from your warp also. Okay, and then we're gonna move on to the next one, Rebellion.
Rebellion, there you go. It's another overwhelm 3, and then if your leader card is black, Trunks Xeno only, just play it against Wormhole, and then once per turn when you activate an overwhelm, draw 1 card. So the card doesn't have to actually be played to draw a card, you just have to activate it. So if your opponent like God Ceilings your overwhelm, you still draw the card.
Okay, that's good. You just have to activate the overwhelm.
Yeah, like if there was a way to like keep her on board, that would be really good.
Yeah, like the thing about like the Demigra and Rebellu is that if they weren't overwhelm cards, I think they would have been better, especially if they were cheaper. And then going on to the next one, Realm of the Gods, Crimson Heroes Strike. Activate battle if your leader card and energy are all black. Choose one of your cards and it gains 10k power for the battle. Then choose one. If it is your turn, choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards with an energy cost greater than their current energy and send it to the owner's warp. If it's your opponent's turn, draw a card and place up to the top 3. Place up to 3 cards from the top of your deck in the drop area.
Yeah, so this is the the last card from yesterday's reveal.
Yeah.
And it's pretty good. It's like a pseudo super combo in a way during your opponent's turn, and then during your turn it's removal, which is cool.
Yeah, it's just that a little extra something if you happen to need it.
Yeah, and it's an activate battle too, so like your opponent might not see it coming as well.
Yeah, really good card. But we'll see if it sees any play because it does cost 1.
Yeah.
That's the only thing. And then we're gonna go on with today's reveals.
Yes.
This one's very basic.
Yeah, when it's played from your hand, draw 1 card. But this is actually very cool because It's a 1-drop and it's 5k. So it can be used for fusion fodder with your Vegetas that are 5k. So you don't have to like, most of the time people played the Son Goku making an entrance, the negate,
Mm-hmm.
and it had like 0 combo power. So like you can actually play this now like turn 1 and it's better, kind of better than that.
Yeah, you get a lot more filter.
Yeah. Oh, this is cool.
And then we're gonna go with the Son Gohan Skills card. Not really much to say about it, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean the name is good too because I think it was like set 11 or set 12 when they released like the Gohan's archetype.
The
So this
Gotenks, right?
it
Oh
was
no,
Gohan's.
Gohanks. There you go.
Yeah. So this like helps out that deck too. This is pretty cool to see.
It's something small that like I'm glad that they did. And
Yeah.
we're gonna move on to the card that everyone's kind of talking about right now.
Oh, it's a pan. Nice.
Yes, it
You wanna
is.
read it?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so pan challenging a demon god, one specified black, and it costs 2 energy, and it's a counter attack, which is cool. And you play this card. During your opponent's turn, reduce the energy cost of this card in your hand by 1. That is really good. If your leader card is a black Trunks Xeno only card, and you choose 1 card in your hand and send it to the warp, if this card is played, your opponent can't attack with battle cards for the turn unless they choose 2 cards in their hand and discards them each time.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, it's really good.
Wow.
Yeah, this is basically Topo for black.
But it's only for the Trunks leader though. 'Cause it
Yeah,
says
but the
only.
Trunks leader isn't bad.
Yeah.
Having
Wow.
this, it's just very nice to have for people to experiment with.
Yeah, and it's only a rare. Wow, this is really good for the deck.
Oh, definitely. You're gonna see this a lot.
Nice. I'm excited for this.
And then we have the Vegeta Skills card. Vegeta's in.
I think this is an upgrade from like the one from the draft box. I think the one in the draft box didn't have combo power. At least this one does.
Which is good. It's just a 20k Skills card to drop.
Yeah.
Not really much to say about it.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna move on to SS3 Trunks challenging a demon god.
Ooh. Go ahead, Kevin.
Alright, it has unique permanent. If there are 10 or more black cards in your warp, this card gains double strike. Activate main, limit 1, spirit boost 1 black energy. If your leader card is a black Trunks Xeno only card and you have 3 or more energy, play this card from your warp.
Nice.
Yeah, these are stronger than the other one.
Yeah. Little cards black. Okay, this is really cool. Oh, and you can play it from your warp too. Wow.
That's why it's very strong, being a 20k, and it also gains double strike if there are 10 more cards in your warp.
Okay, so interesting that if you don't have a unison, this card's dead.
Yeah, that's true. So the unison, very big part of what this deck is.
Yeah, and it's you need to have 10 or more. Okay, so more black cards. So it doesn't have to be battle cards only or sames.
Which is good.
And it has uniques, which is important too, because this card could be for 1 energy, a 20k double striker. It's pretty good.
I agree. Then we're gonna move on to the next one. Trunks Duty of the Time Patrol.
Okay, so it's a 1-drop. When this card is played, look at up to 5 cards from the top of your deck. Add up to 1 black Saiyan card with the energy cost of 4 or less. 1 black unison card with the specified cost of 2 and 1 into your hand, then shuffle your deck. Okay, pretty standard.
Yeah, it's
Pretty
a searcher.
standard. Yeah. Pretty cool.
It's Trunks.
Yeah, Trunks.
That's basically it with this card. Like it's pretty basic, but I think it will help the deck a lot turn 1, especially if you don't see the unison.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna move on to Birth of the Crimson Hero. This is the last card. Costs 1 black energy. Activate main, look at the top 5 cards of your deck, add up to 1 black Saiyan card with an energy cost of 5 or less, and among them to your hand, and shuffle your deck. Then it has an activate battle, limit 1, burst 1. If the leader card is a black Trunks Xeno only card, and you place this card at the bottom of your deck from your warp, choose up to 1 of your leader cards or unison cards, and it gains 5k power for the battle.
Yeah, I like the activate battle skill of it.
I do too. It's there as a very nice like addition to like combo power.
Yeah. The leader warps any card from your hand, right?
Yeah,
Doesn't
any
have to be a
card.
battle card.
Any card.
So you can like just warp this turn 1, and then later on you can use it to like prevent taking damage from a battle.
Like he would probably run like 2, right?
It depends to see because this deck is looking like it's getting a lot of cards.
That's true. You're gonna have to find out what the ratios are.
Exactly. But yeah, the standout cards from these reveals are probably the Pan, of course. The Pan is super good.
Mm-hmm.
And then for me, the one drop Goku. I think the one drop Goku is really cool to see.
One drop
One that you just
Goku.
draw a card, yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's pretty basic, but it's good.
Yeah, because you can also like the 30Ks, the prepping for fusions. You can just like Xeno evolve over this as well.
Oh, that's really cool.
Yeah. There's like a lot of niche like plays you could do with this card, just because it's like because of the name and because of the power. It's so good.
No, that makes sense. All right. Well, that's gonna be it for today's reveals.
That I'm excited to see more cards. The Pan Zeno was a character that I liked from the Heroes game. Just to see her in the card game now, it's pretty cool.
All right. No, that's very good that like almost every single Xeno card is getting some support from the Goku family.
Yeah, now I'm just waiting for Vegeta Xeno.
Ooh, yeah, definitely. And Kevin's gonna be all over that.
Yeah, we'll see when that comes out. Yeah.
All right, guys. That's it for now. And if you can, please follow us here on YouTube, Twitch, Instagram, and our Facebook. Take care, guys. Have a good one.
Hey, dudes.